There are some circumstances that have forced me to remember some of the wise words that were echoed by the former leader of Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh, in 1946. The moment when he told the French colonialists that you might kill 10 of my men against the one of yours that I will kill, but in all these odds we shall become winners. In fact, these great words have forced me to relate to what is happening in this country of ours, Kenya. A country where majority of the citizens have begun to reason in some other funny ways, to the point where, as I can see in the near coming future, most of them, especially those that are in leadership, are going to transgress themselves into oblivion, to the point where they will not be able to understand themselves. The most pertinent reason as to why I have begun from that perspective is simply because that there are some few individuals within this territory of Kenya who are still thinking that the country itself is still the same like the one that they used to know before, without realizing that even the dynamics of politics have changed tremendously over the time, where if one might not be careful, then there is a possibility that you might find yourself in a very pathetical situation that I can call oblivion. That is why I have thought it wise at this moment to echo some of these good words to you, especially those that are in leadership, in government in particular. That a time has come when you are supposed to realign your thoughts with the current situation that we have found ourselves in, whereby if it means playing politics, then you must do it as per where we are now. I think the issue of Olkarau had made so many of us to learn something, that the country itself we are in nowadays is not the one that we knew there before. So that is why it is important for those that are in leadership, especially politicians, that if you want to reclaim your position next year, when we are going to conduct the general election, then you must realign yourself with the reality that we are living in at the moment. Failure to do so, then I'm very sure most of you are going to find yourself in some other complex situations that might leave some of you having regrets that are necessary. So that is why today, being on a Sunday, I'm appealing to each one of you, especially those in leadership, that a time has come when we are supposed to readjust ourselves. A time has come when we are supposed to know that the citizens living in this country have become enlightened to the point where you cannot stand on a podium with an avalanche of lies. So this is the right time. You are supposed to begin by reasoning like someone who is updated about the reality we are living in at the moment. But if we become confounded to those olden traditions where we used to believe that it is only money or finance that can propel someone into those higher levels, then it is a high time I'm appealing to you to forget. Those are some dreams that won't take you anywhere. As of now, majority of the citizens of this country have been living under some very difficult situations. Most of them to the point where they are blaming the leaders they had elected last time, most that have led them down. So that is why those that are in leadership, I'm appealing to you to readjust yourself, to stop thinking the way you used to do there before. There is no any other Kenyan nowadays, as I know, who can allow someone to micromanage his or her brain. So that is why it is important for each one of you to be enlightened in life, to know exactly what is supposed to be done, especially at this moment when we are about to usher in next year, being the moment when we are going to carry out another general election. I think for now, you have seen some people, especially those that are courageous, who have already gone to the ground and have read the mood of the people, and they have started realigning themselves. That is exactly what each one of you is supposed to do as of now, in order to avoid any other funny predicaments that may occur in the near coming future. So this is the right time. You are supposed to begin by doing the right things. This is the right time. You are supposed to read the mood of the majority of the citizens of this country. Over the years, as one of the citizens of this country, we have found ourselves being led by people who are incompetent, simply because they had duped some of us by giving or dishing out handouts, to the point where we found ourselves making some other bad mistakes, the ones that have been making most of us to have unending regrets. So this is the right time. Again, I'm appealing to majority of the citizens of this country that we are supposed to remain vigilant, because these people, the tactics they have been using over the years, they are again planning to employ them next year, so that we might find ourselves making some other funny decisions